Walk with me. Talk with me. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? What's happening? It might get a little loud in a minute here. I'm near an expressway, so pardon the noise. We're gonna work it out, as we always do. So this is like my second live today. I plan on doing another one later though. Or actually I might not. But it'll feel like a live because I'm gonna do a episode of Bustin' Pixels. And we got some new games. Finally. And it's all thanks to a good friend of mine who is a serious gamer and had some stuff that he could share. So basically, we're going to utilize that. And I want to make sure I shout him out every chance I get. So make sure support a good friend of ONYXCON, a true friend of ONYXCON, my brother Joshua. Joshua DIY, like do it yourself. Joshua DIY. Look him up on Instagram. He does film work. That's how we met in the film biz. And I salute him as a true friend and true homie. Somebody who definitely has a multitude of talents. And in his hobbies, he's a gamer. So it all relates, you know what I'm saying? And he's an artist, so you know what I'm saying? It's art life. So he live an ONYXCON reality, you feel me? But we got access now to a library with hundreds of games. And unfortunately, the only problem would be I cannot just go live and record that in the moment. Or should I say, there might be a way, but I don't know. He's researching it right now, actually. So if he lets me know in the next few days that, oh, there is a way to do it, you know, eventually we will get back to just pure lives. But in the meantime, I'll be editing, or in some cases, just dropping it straight from recorded videos of my playthroughs. So it's still gonna feel like a live. It's not gonna feel any different to watch it. If you've been watching Bustin' Pixels and you know how I do the live content, you'll still feel like you're watching it live. And the main game I've been waiting to play that I'm so excited about is Star Wars Outlaws. Yes, finally. Man, thank you again, Josh, man. I know he's just like, it's no problem, homie. It's no big deal. No, it is a big deal. I gotta keep shouting you out, man. That is gonna make for so much good content for ONYXCON. And you made an older man's birthday very special. You know what I'm saying? It was like a big birthday gift. So, which was September the 9th if you missed it. But yo, I just really appreciate that. And like I said, we're gonna play that in honor of the whole month and in honor of the late great, forever and a day, Mr. James Earl Jones. Darth Vader himself, the voice. You feel? We gotta honor the king. The king of so many things. I mean, that man is phenomenal. And I'm actually working on a tribute video for him that'll be dropping. Because a lot of folks are doing really good videos. I've been seeing a lot of good, you know, memorial style videos showcasing his body of work. And I even saw a few things I didn't know he was in. Because there's not much that I don't know he was in. I can't say that. I'll put it like this. I do know about a lot of obscure, lesser known projects that people forget he was in or never knew he was in. But there's no way I can say I'm aware of everything. I mean, just so many decades of work. Pure, brilliant, top of the line, pure talent, one of the greatest that ever did it, work. You know what I'm saying? James Earl Jones, rest in eternal creativity. Rest in eternal creativity. That's what I say when my artists pass, when we transition. Rest in eternal creativity. James Earl Jones. We also lost, not to keep things on a somber note, but it doesn't have to be somber. You can celebrate people's lives. You don't have to be sad always. It just depends on circumstances, in my opinion, on the concept of death. But we also have to honor a now ancestor, Frankie Beverly, the musician. Frankie Beverly of Maze, the group Maze, M-A-Z-E. If you don't know, you probably heard one of their top tracks, never knew that's who it was, or if you're lucky to know good music and be in a household where you were exposed to a variety of music, and some of the best of R&B, you might already know who I'm talking about. But Frankie Beverly passed. So shout out to his essence. Rest in eternal creativity. Frankie Beverly. And yeah, we need some thumbs up in here. I'm talking about majors up in here right now. If you see this, make sure you like the video. Appreciate you. But yeah, that was a big deal when I heard that today. I was like, dang. I always say that when the gates are open, and speak of the other side, people moving on, transition. I always say when the gates are open, man, they be open. Like, people go at the same time. Like they say, no one's born alone, no one dies alone. So you definitely go through that portal to the other side with other folk, And whenever celebrities pass, I just brace myself, because I always know it's almost like a time when a lot of people are going to go. And you just never know if it's going to be somebody you know directly, So, yeah, it's heavy, y'all. But yeah, like I say, Frankie Beverly Maze, James Earl Jones, much respect. Rest in eternal creativity, both of them. I never had to take time. I'm working on the one for James Earl. I'm going to have to figure out a way to salute Frankie Beverly too, because we do ONYXCON music here too. You know what I'm saying? We always honor in music also, so we're going to cover them. Got a lot of bases to cover. Yes, indeed. So, like I say, look forward to that content. It's coming up. Got more videos in progress. More lives, more interviews. Definitely some cool interviews coming up, some stuff. And I'm actually planning, and I mentioned this before, I think I mentioned it on a live. I think it was a live where I mentioned this, but I said I want to do a online dating show type situation to go along with relationship goals in the art life, that part of our content. But I'm still formatting it, and it's hard as hell to get people to commit to coming on a show like that, because people have all their trepidations, and no one wants to be embarrassed. But see, the difference in my show, what I got planned, I have been inspired by some of what I've seen with the whole balloon pop phenomenon and Melly Monaco's Pineapple Show, which I've been on now 3 times. Another episode is coming up tonight, actually. And she always does a preview of who the guest lady will be, so that the fellas get hype and we all want to call in. And the girl is pretty. She's pretty. I can tell from the picture she looked like she might be 20-something. If she young, I'm gonna be like, next, whatever. If she at least 25 plus, hopefully 27 plus, okay. That's more my speed when it comes to the youngins. And it's more chance of some of the same. Like lately, Melly's been bringing on some girls that just been kind of simple. No other way to put it. Like her last guest girl was 22, or was she 21? Damn, she was 21, I think. I was like, ooh, hell no. Not just out the gate, hell no. And and she was so cocky and full of herself. It was hilarious. I mean, I believe in self-pride, be about that. But her energy just was like, she just knew she was the bomb.com. And she was cute, but she wasn't like, to me, it's people's taste. Everybody there's not one brain for what is attractive. So to me, she was just, kind of basic cutie. What got me more importantly was the way she was talking. When Melly was asking her the basic questions about, what's important to her. And she always asked, how much a man got to make to be in a relationship with you. And it never fails, or at least 90% of the time, it doesn't fail, that all these modern 2024 Americanized, American-born women, mostly all black women, I hate to say, but that's what she's catering to, a black audience. But she's had a few white, a few Asian, a few Latina, and as far as I'm concerned, that's my mixed black folk that speak Spanish. Mi gente. Yeah, but it's whatever, It's just, race is a construct anyway, so I get more into genes and culture, and more importantly, how can we relate, and are you human enough to be outside the box? Because I deal with anybody. It's just where your mind is at. It's on what levels you on. Any lady that's gorgeous to me is gorgeous. I don't care about no ethnicity, no race, no nationality, none of that. None of that matter. All I really care is your values, your ethics. Are you physically attractive? All that stuff, basic stuff. So anyway, she was asking her the famous question. Melly asked her, how much you gotta make? Now mind you, this is a 21-year-old talking. This girl said, everybody was expecting the same old answer of 100,000, gotta be a six-figure guy, because that's all they all say, like a broke record. No, she goes to say, it was so bad, Melly herself jumped. Now, you gotta understand, if you've never seen the show, Melly, she's a stunner. Melly's like, she's like supermodel style. She's 6 foot. That's too tall for me, because I learned from experience. My ex was tall, and after that I was like, I don't deal with no woman that's too tall. That's just the way they want us taller. I want y'all shorter. That's how I be with the women. And they be laughing like, what? It's like, yeah, it feels real weird when you hear it in reverse, don't it? But it's a reality. It's all you say. All I'm saying is what you're saying. I'm saying if you want taller men, well, men want shorter women. Some of us. I'm one of them guys. You got to be short. I got to, with heels on, you still got to be shorter than me. And it's not because I got any issues about my manhood, about height. Like I said, my ex was tall. But from that experience, I realized a lot of tall women have a chip on their shoulder. And it's unnecessary. It's real weird. It's real weird, but that's not the topic. I ain't gonna get too far from that. So anyway, she asked her about this money thing. This girl said, he need to be making, oh my gosh, did she say I think she said 8,000. No, she said more than that. It was something really strange. Put it like this, whatever it was, when you do the math, it was like 920 something thousand a year. It was like right at $1 million, more than that, I think. It was like 970 something. It was something insane. And it's like, and she was giggling when she said it, like a little girl would do, which should have been the instant red flag. This girl don't know what the hell she talking about. She ain't never, if she has dated somebody like that, because she said she done dealt with athletes and rappers. I said, oh Lord. Yeah, right. As the one that they hit and quit, you 21. You on a dating show looking for somebody because ain't nobody holding on to you. Translation, if you dealt with rappers and athletes like that, you was the hit it and quit it girl. They not taking you seriously. And you talking about you want $1 million? You want to mooch off a dude for $1 million? And you bring nothing to the table but cuteness. Your body's still in shape because of your age. But but more than likely you got bad eating habits like most of them. They go to all these, they can't cook a meal, so they go out all the time. They eat nothing but pasta and creamy dishes, and 5 years from now blow up and be wondering how they got so big. It's like repetition, it adds up. Whatever you do, it adds up. So just like our numbers are adding up. Thanks to my 1,000+ subscribers. Got to shout y'all out real quick. You know what I'm saying? But repetition adds up. So, I'm listening to this like, okay. As soon as I heard that, I was like, I wasn't trying to call in no way. Because I look at the show from two perspectives. There's ladies I would call in just to have a good chat and a fun chat with because I'm not really interested when I watch that show. And then there's one, because anybody can call in. That's how the show is. And it's all about if Melly picks you. Because I've been picked 3 times, I know she knows who I am now. So if she wants to put me on, she will. So it's just, you have to just wait in the holding room, so to speak, watching the show from the little app, StreamYard. You have to log on there, or I think there's another way she does it, but StreamYard is the main portal. And you wait and you go on. So I just say, as soon as I hear the wrong question answer, I'm already done. I'm already done. So I knew I wasn't calling in that night, and it just kept getting worse because she really was just a child in the mind, for real. It wasn't even about her age, it was her mind. I was like, God, she is silly. She kept saying so many things that made me realize, this person is delusional. Because she really thinks somebody's going to put that kind of money on her, and she ain't got nothing to offer but some. And of course, she had the lashes on, too. The gigantic lashes. I'm talking about the lashes. She had them. I call them asses and lashes, y'all. Once somebody told them they got some ass and they put on some lashes, they think they invincible. I said, oh, Lord. Here we go. Here we go. It's a Crow. Anybody seen, or I don't even know if that's out yet, the new Crow? The new Crow movie? I'll be seeing previews on YouTube. Little clips and stuff. I grew up on the original Crow, the comic books and the movie. Rest in peace to Bruce Lee's son. But I'm curious. I ain't running out the door to see it. It's one of those I would wait till it's streaming somewhere to watch. But if it's already out, I'm curious what people think of it. If anybody sees this later and wants to comment, let me know what you thought of it. What else I want to mention? Speaking of movies, Transformers 1. We will be seeing that hopefully soon. We have a connection here in Atlanta with a company that we were dealing with before 2018 when everything went silent. But before then, we used to get these free tickets to go to like all types of premieres for movies. And the company, it was 2 companies we were dealing with, but there was one that kept in touch and really kept it going strong. I think the other one went out of business. But anyway, they got in touch with us again. I was like, yo, what's up? And they was like, hey, what's happening? I was like, yo. It was good vibes. I was like, yo, y'all back. I appreciate it. They was like, yeah. We want to, keep working with ONYXCON. I said, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm going to have my +1. Call up a friend. We're going to go check it out. Because honestly, I wasn't pressed about seeing that. I love the concept of the Transformers, grew up on that. I always say my inspirational trinity as a visual artist, was, and all the toys and everything I always played with was like Star Wars first, then Transformers, and then G.I. Joe. And there was other stuff too, but those were the 3 most important intellectual properties of my childhood. From little kid up to like 5th, 6th grade, hell, even 7th. I was always deep into all of those. But, and I probably stopped collecting toys around 7th grade, maybe. And, like most kids, you try and get into all the other little stuff that's going on at school. I was in the band always and all that kind of thing. And by the time I got to high school, I stayed in the band. And I was in chess club. And I did, trying to think what other. It was really band was my main other activity, besides my fame as a visual artist, drawer, painter. Everybody knew that I was that guy. So by the time I came back around to collecting toys as an adult, it was like college. Even comic books I put down for a minute in college. I did it all through high school mostly. But then when I got to college, I kind of set it down for a minute. I always looked at stuff. I always still wanted to know what was going on, but I came back to it slowly, and I realized, this is gonna always be a part of my life. Whether I read every book I buy or not, it's the nostalgia of sometimes just the cover of a comic book. Always motivating, always inspirational. And it's just pure nostalgia. Speaking of comic book, and then I'm gonna get up off here. And I've been trying to remember sometimes because I make footage and I haven't edited it yet. So I'll be trying to remember, did I finish that yet? Oh no, I'm still working on that one. But I did a preview, a ONYXCON flip through, as we call them, of Predator versus Black Panther, issue number 1. If you didn't even know that was out, yes, this is a comic book. It's dope. It's dope. It's really good. It's damn good, actually. And that's rare when a book is good to read. Like, I actually want to finish it. I'll start reading a book and stop halfway, like, anyway, I'm bored. Put it aside, stash it in the collection. Proud that I still bought it because more than likely I bought it just for the visuals. If the illustrations is nice, the cover's tight, all that, so that's enough for me most times. But this was not only a visual feast, but a literary feast. It was really good writing, well thought up concept. And I'll let the video speak for itself when I finish. I'm gonna try and get that out to y'all tonight. So stay tuned for that. You'll see the flip through. We'll talk about it. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share with a friend. Let them know you rocking with ONYXCON. Let's go.